Hey, are you the dreamer or the dream? So, I'm really fed up of becoming dissatisfied and doing the things that I love because I feel the need or the pressure, whether it's within myself or from another, to adhere to certain systems or structures of living, working, being. Because I am a huge proponent of life being a creative expression, of all of us embodying the role of the artist as we intend to create a life worth living. And one thing that came up in the 11/11 reading that I did on Patreon, for those that support me there, was the concept of confusion, because we are attempting to play in another's sandbox. Because also the word sandbox came up and has been coming up for several months for me. Sandbox being a construct of time, being a specific path that has been laid out or created. So that could be a path or a way of working, a way of living, a way of playing. And with this 11/11 portal, I usually like to spend this time as a means of pathfinding, of pathworking, to making sure that I'm on track within my own time, within my own rhythm, within my own creative sound. So that's kind of what I'm prompting you all to do here. It's like, instead of living within someone else's concept, someone else's matrix, and becoming entangled in a consciousness that isn't yours, be the one that creates the dream and experiences it and interacts with it and learns and grows and expands with it. You know, in video games, the term sandbox is all about not having to adhere to a central narrative structure and being able to simply play and experience and engage with the environment. And I feel like, a lot of us are dissatisfied, breaking news, just in general. And it's not that just 2020 has been this, whole thrilling roller coaster of ups and downs. It's like our lives are typically like that, except, we just have the illusion of stability because we're not seeing the mechanisms at play. But now we're seeing that, we're experiencing it. We're being able to look at the exploded view and be like, that's the part that's not working, or we don't need that, or this is actually why I'm upset right now. So, and I guess the way that I can kind of relate this back to my personal experience is my whole goal is to work in a very fluid fashion, to be able to be a creative, artistic spirit that helps engage that part in others. Because materialism and spirituality have been polarized in their own way within this reality, within this time frame, within the current collective consciousness. And I keep going back to balance, active balance, centering. It's like, but what are we centering ourselves in? Are we centering ourselves in another's dream? or are we the ones dreaming? So it's like, are you awake? Are you asleep? Are you aware? And a lot of us want to get free right now or do something different. Or maybe we feel like abandoning the work that we're doing because it's not working. And the reason that it's not working is because the structures, the ways of working, the platforms that we exist on, and all of this make us a part of someone else's dream. And they're not a true reflection of what we intend to have for ourselves. And that's why even in my own work, I'm really hoping to move more into doing work on Marco Polo, to not have a schedule, for work to be fluid, for us to be able to come together in our own time, in our own rhythm, and not have to stuff ourselves in, you know, an hour-long session Wednesdays at 1. Because what happens outside of that? Life, the creation, the creativity. And sometimes it's good to feel supported when you're in that beautiful, like, alchemical space, when you feel like you're in tune and you're in your rhythm, as opposed to having to adjust and pack yourself into a box, into another sandbox. So I know that there will be changes afoot in terms of my practice. And I challenge you all to, you know, if you feel dissatisfaction in your work, or you feel like things are not gaining traction in a way that feels satisfactory to you, then consider who your expert is. Consider who you're getting advice from. Consider whose model are you trying to work with. Are you attempting to exist in another's dream? Are you attempting to perpetuate a system that is exhausting and expensive and exploitive? Because we're here all birthing a new space, a new paradigm. And we're doing it all on an individual level that builds momentum for the collective. It's one reason I've left Facebook. Everyone talks about it, but how many of us do that? I would love to be able to leave Instagram. I'd love to be able to find a space, not TikTok, but I would love to be able to find or create a space where I can still engage with you all. That's in a space that is mutually beneficial to us. But I'm seeking ways in which my life can be creative, to where I'm not pressurizing myself or my work or my concepts of success to take shape in a way that goes outside of my definitions of success, abundance, enjoyment, work. Because again, it's necessary for us to redefine concepts in order for us to engage our reality, in order for us to be able to be that active dreamer, in order for us to make decisions with more ease, with feeling. It's like we can celebrate the small victories that bring us comfort, but long term, are we still operating within someone else's consciousness or concept? Within a matrix that wasn't built with us in mind? A system that was built with us being an NPC. because I am a playable character. But anyways, I'm just goofing off. I'm just rambling. I don't know how many of you are willing to listen to a 10-minute video from me. Whatever. That's another thing. Like, people read books, listen to people, support others, make choices, you know, make enemies, make friends, create. God damn it, create. Ugh, all of you are too busy consuming. And I'm so over the polarization of spirituality and materialism. I really am. I really am. Everything is a lot simpler than we make it out to be. So just take time to redefine, take time to play, be willing to let go of the things that aren't working, to make space for the things that offer you more creativity, more inspiration, and trust that you can make a way through that and not become a servant to your own creations built within another system. Trust that you hold the keys, that you hold the frequency, that while it may be uncomfortable for others and even uncomfortable for you, it is shifting something on a fundamental level. So, don your best sense of humor and dive right in.